What's up? Welcome back. We have a whole bunch of pallet wood. We're already starting back there. You can see on the wall. I had an idea. I wanted to do some accent walls and use a bunch of pallets we got from work at the local hardware store across the street. So me and Bubby got together and started tearing these pallets apart, which sucks if you've never done that. But I'm gonna give you a little shot of where I've already started. Landon has been nailing them up for me. So give me just a second. We'll get in here and take another measurement or two, figure out about this outlet, and we'll show you before look, and hopefully we have enough to do at least part of this wall, and I'll show you the vision of what I'm wanting to do. One. Okay. Excuse the mess. And my dog. So my idea is to do this whole little island out of the pallet wood. And the beauty of it is you don't have to have it all exact, perfect. It does not matter. You can have color behind it. It does not matter. This is beat up from stuff falling from behind there, and we won't have to worry about that no more. On the inside of this, behind the fridge, there's actually a light and a switch in there. I would like to move that switch to the outside, maybe on that side, I don't know. And I want to hang like a rustic light, like an old school lamp right there. I think that would look pretty cool. But the whole idea is the whole island will be pallet. There's I'm not the best in the world, but I love doing stuff out of pallet wood. Obviously that wasn't pallet wood, but we do like to make stuff around here. Tried to give as much of the live edge look as possible. Actually, I faked it from here to about there, and then from here down to where it curled was a original live edge. But the objective was to make it look as rough but as smooth as possible. That was just rough cut lumber. I've done a gray staining that I like to use, and eventually I'll hang one on that wall whenever I get ahead of myself. But actually this is probably the first shelf I'd ever made out of a pallet, and I left it, you know, obviously rough as well. That's the look that I always go for. That's funny. I forgot about that actually. So we're gonna get a couple more measurements right quick to come up to this light or this plug-in outlet, and I'll let Landon nail those on up to that, and then I'll have to cut some pieces to trim out around that. So. Let me get your next board up there. Start down here at the end.
Like this one?
Yep.
This side.
Do that side out. Go ahead. Start it right there. Or if you want to start it on the other end, you can.
Start on the other end, bub.
Move it down there to the other end so it staggers the joints better. Yep.
In the middle.
I know.
Yeah, but pull it down tight.
Nice again.
It's good against the wall. You're good, Bubby. Let's grab a measurement for the next cut. So, as you can see, that's as far as I've got today. I ran out of pallet wood. I have enough to probably do another 2 runs, but I don't want to move the shelf just to do a couple runs. But we'll do that, this wall, and that wall, and that would have been about 8 pallets or maybe 10. Now I did waste a lot of the pallets. I cut up a bunch of them and got frustrated with them when I couldn't get the nails out of them. It is particularly tough to get pallets apart. Find whatever way works best for you and keep doing it that way. I've tried it a few different ways, and I find it easier to put a claw hammer under it and take a bigger hammer to knock that hammer underneath it, use it like a pry bar, because I don't have one. But it's not easy, but it's pretty rewarding when you get it done. And once again, the beauty is it does not have to be perfect. I mean, there's different colors, thicknesses. You don't have to be exact on the cuts. Who cares? If you try to make it look perfect, that's when you make mistakes. When you're trying to make it look perfect, you'll kill yourself. All them little pieces like this and a couple down here, don't throw them away. Put them in there somewhere. Gives it more character. I wish I'd have done more of that on this side. I was cutting them all to fit until I got here. And then I found out, this is something I wanted to point out. I was originally going to bring this out, put it on the outside of this, but you hardly ever really have 2 boards that are the same thickness. So you would have to make sure that every board around here was exactly the same thickness. Now, I could have went through here and done that, but I don't need to. I don't care. I could have, but to me, it was a lot easier to just leave it countersunk and go on with it. Same way with this little vent down here. Now that is the vent for the refrigerator, because it is countersunk into the wall. And this right here is actually tin from the roof. It was left over from the roof. Me and Dad was looking at how they had done this before I bought the house. We're going to tear all that down too. But I'm thinking about doing wood under here, just so all this flows. So tell me what you think, if you would do that, or if you would just paint it black like I had done that, and then there. I don't know. I think if I were to do wood and cut it to line up around that it would look pretty. Thank you for following along. If you want a pallet wall, get out there, get those pallets, get cutting. We'll see you on the next video.